Okay, well, hello from me and my cat. I hope you're all having a wonderful day. Happy December. It is the 1st of December here, so I'm super excited to share with you my album from last year. I know it's a little bit long overdue, but I changed a lot of things, and as I was looking through it this year, there was still a bunch of stuff that I wanted to add and wanted to change around. So, yeah, now I'm sharing it with you, and I hope you can get some inspiration for your album this year. So the album itself is just a plain craft colored album from Hobby Lobby that I got. It was about $4. I tried to find one this year, but they actually didn't have any at my location anyways, but you might be able to find one online. I decorated it using the Merry Days collection, and then I just wrote on it with a Sharpie. I tried to make it a little bit more personable, so that way whenever people are looking through it, they can tell, it's very handmade. And on the inside, I did a mix of just regular layout pages and then plastic pages with page protectors with pockets. So it's kind of a lot going on here, so I'll show you everything. And then on the inside pocket, I don't have anything. I just kind of left it blank. It probably would be really cute to go back and maybe add a pocket with extra pictures that I didn't get to document or something like that, which I might still do. On the front page is the reason why. So I've seen these a lot, and I really like including it because I think that there could be a different reason every year that you want to document things, and the reason why we do December dailies could change. So just for some inspiration, this is what I wrote for mine. Christmas is one of the most magical times of the year, but in between the hustle and the bustle, some of the most magical moments are forgotten. It is so easy to overlook all the wonderful and heartwarming things about Christmas, and I hope that this album will help me to remember, to capture them, and document them. I hope years from now I can look back on this album and smile when I think about all the fun and magical moments noted in it. I hope that even more years to come, I can look back at this album with my loved ones, and they can look back at the people we once were. And it got a little bit covered up by the snow globe, but it's fine because you can use the context clues and figure it out. So for the most part, I did try to decorate the back pages. I think there were only 2 or 3 that I didn't. So I just try to tie it back into the theme. This was inspired by Essie Ruth here on YouTube and Instagram. She did a page similar to this where she wrote all the things that she is excited for, and then it says "can't wait" with the thickers. And I just thought it was really cute. And I actually had just gotten my sewing machine last year whenever I made this album, so it was the first time I was incorporating sewing. So that's why it looks a little bit sewing crazy. There's a lot of sewing going on in here. So yeah, just so you know. So this was my day 1, and I had a lot of pictures for this, so I decided to make it flip out. So I just did a cover, kind of like a divider in a way. And this was a concert that me and my boyfriend went to. It's called The Big Ticket, and they do it every year. So we saw Weezer, Foster the People, AJR was there, Grandson was there. And so we just got some pictures of our favorite bands, and then a picture of us, and then at the top I just included some journaling with a title. So that was a fun way to incorporate all of those pictures without having to use pockets, because the pictures were a very specific size. So day number 3 was just work stuff that was going on, and then day 4 I guess I skipped day 4 and went to day 5, which was just my crafting order that I received, and I was really excited about it. So yeah, and sometimes I think it's important to know that, not every day is a day. I guess you can always document it, but there's some days where I just work and I don't have a chance to take pictures or write or journal or something like that. So for the most part, I try to every day, but some days get missed, and that's okay. So day 6 was a movie day, so I thought it would be fitting if I just made a really big tag with all of the movies that I decided to watch for December. So these are Christmas movies, and then also movies that came out in the theater that me and my boyfriend went to go see during the month. So that was a really fun one, and that's good for a day if you don't have anything to really write about. You can just talk about the Christmas movies that you watch every year and the tradition. So this is day 8, and this was just a divider page because this was kind of a bigger day. There was a lot going on. So on the back of that, I just included some of these that I was trying to use up. And me and my boyfriend went to one of our favorite bakeries. It's a local one in town. So they just started selling bubble tea, which is delicious. So we went and got one of those, and then they also have really cute cookies and like pastries and stuff like that. So I just took a picture because I love the doily and like it kind of looked like a cookies for Santa type of thing. So I even wrote that on there and then just did some journaling. And then every year at my aunt's house we make gingerbread cookies, which is always really exciting. It's one of my favorite traditions that we do. So this was us with the cat Blair. This is their cat. And she is so cute and snuggly and just adorable. And this was her licking my grandpa's hair, which I thought was so funny. So had to include that. And then this was the cookies that we did. And then we ended up playing some games after. So I'm not sure if you guys have ever played this game, but it's really funny. You put like a clear plastic piece in your mouth, and then you have to try to say certain words, and your partner has to guess what you're trying to say. And it is so funny. We definitely had a lot of fun. So I just took lots of pictures for that, and those are the ones I decided to include. And then I just did another like decorative card at the bottom since I didn't have any more pictures. So day 9, I just talked about my family and how I was super excited to celebrate with them this year and spend a lot of time. And I just did like a really long page about that. Day 10, I didn't have a lot to document, so I decided to just take a picture of one of my favorite ornaments this year that I got. This was one that I got from Hobby Lobby, and not Hobby Lobby, I'm sorry. This was from Tuesday Morning, and it actually lights up, and it's this little pink house, and it's just so cute. I love it. And I actually found another one this year that's kind of similar to that one, except it's a little bit bigger and it's more white than pink. So it's also really pretty, and I'm glad to have kind of like a matching set now. So I just added trim to that one, and then on the back I just talked about how what my ornaments look like this year and the overall theme for our Christmas tree. Day 11 was another day where I had to work. If you guys don't already know, I work at Starbucks. I'm a manager over there, so a lot of my December is working because we're just so busy for the holidays. It's like our busiest time of the year, so I have to be responsible and work like a normal human being. So I just like did some journaling on here, and I just made it like a flip out page. So yeah, I thought that was a fun way to kind of hide your journaling if you don't have that much to say, or if you just have a few words to write, then you can maybe put like a page with a number on top of it. And then on the back, I just put another picture here. This was day 12 at this point. Sorry, I'm not really keeping up with the pages. So this was day 10, 11, and then the back of this was 12. Day 13, we went to the Trans-Siberian Orchestra in town, and it was absolutely amazing. This was our first year going, and it was so beautiful, and the music was so good, and they did like a whole light show. So on here, I just put our little tickets in this pocket, and this was more so just a way to divide the pages because I do have some pictures. So I just added journaling in here, and then added our actual tickets. So that way I would have those. And then on the back side, this is one of the few pages that I left blank. I just didn't have anything that I thought would look like match everything because these pages are dark. So this was a picture of the stage, which as you can see, it was so pretty. So they're down here, and then up there was like the whole entire light show. It was just so cool. I really want to do it again this year, but it is kind of expensive, so we shall see. So yeah, that was the very end, the finale. They do like a big light show, and then they have like all kinds of cultures represented and stuff, which I think is really cool and very relevant. So yeah, I just decided to document both of those. And then this was day 14, so the day after, and I just had a really low-key kind of day, you know, and I wrote here that it's important to document those day too, because we're not just always doing something, we're not always busy in December, and those moments are just as important. So I had to put that down there. And then this was day 17 and 18. So that day we were doing, 15 and 18. I guess I skipped a few pages here. So we did some stocking stuffing for work. We decided to give everybody a little something. And then we went holiday shopping on the 18th, which is really cool. They have this like big ornament that they light up every year. And it's just, this is a really pretty area to shop for Christmas. They have like Meet Santa and tons of holiday decorations and a huge Christmas tree in the middle. So it's one of my favorite things to do. This was Christmas Eve. So this was just a bigger picture. I didn't have that much to journal about because it was just kind of like a really relaxed day. We do have some traditions that we do every year on the 24th, but those happen every year, so instead of like really journaling about them, I just decided to take pictures and put those in here. So this is us with family and just some little decorations. Excuse me. And then the last day was the day of Christmas, which was also like a very relaxing day. There wasn't much that we did. So I just decided to take a picture of my cat underneath the tree. He was so excited as we were opening up the presents. And yeah, that was it, I'm pretty sure. I didn't put anything on the back of these. And these are some things that I have ready for this year's album. So yeah, I just kind of put it in the back so that way I could use that. They were stuff that I wanted to include this album, but didn't end up working out, so just thought I would reuse them in this year's album, which I will definitely be showing you guys some of my foundation pages and what my intentions are for this year. I hope you enjoyed looking through my last year's album. I hope you have some inspiration for some pages that you can make as well. And yeah, I would love to see what you guys are making for December Daily, so I'm pretty sure I follow a lot of you guys, but if I don't, just leave your Instagram handle down below. I would love to see what you're working on. Thanks for watching!